What we want to do is set up for pseudo-distributed operations. We're going to have to edit this file. This time we actually have to edit the file. There's no getting around it. I'm going to use the text editor. We're going to open a file. etc Hadoop. We want to edit the core site.xml. So open that one. And we're going to cut and paste their recommendations for configuration, just the properties part. And we'll save it. We can open another one. We also need to edit the HDFS site. I'll go ahead and copy the contents here. Save. Okay, in order for the Hadoop services to work, we need passwordless, passphraseless SSH. So first I'll demonstrate that it doesn't work. If I do SSH to localhost, it's going to first ask me to confirm I want to talk to that host, and then it's going to prompt me for a password. We don't want that to happen for our Hadoop services, so we need to generate a key. And this set of commands here will use the SSH keygen to do just that. We have to do this in a terminal. So now we've generated a public and private key pair using RSA's algorithm with 2048-bit key. We're going to copy the public portion of that key into an authorized keys folder. We're going to change the permissions on that authorized keys file so that it's only readable to us, and therefore SSH will trust it a little more. So now that we've done all that, we can try our SSH to localhost, and it will just go through. It's authenticated using PKI. So I'm going to exit from here. So back to my original instance of the shell. We're going to continue to follow the instructions. Now that we've done that, we should be able to run our HDFS command to format our name node. I'm going to go into current. Not sure if this. Oh, it's there. Okay. So formatting the name node. It'll only take a few seconds. It was an error, but the format took. Let's go look at what the error was. Unknown hosts exception. We can fix that. We don't have a DNS, so there's no lookup for Hadoop as a host name. But if we use our sudo and visc, I'm going to use vi now. You can use the visual editor now that I've introduced it to you, if that works better for you. and we're going to add Hadoop. We've already done that. We don't need to do it again. It was just complaining, and it shouldn't complain anymore. We can start the DFS now. We'll just paste that command in there, run sbin start dfs.sh. Now we're up and running. Let's try that JPS command. And it's going to tell us that there's a data node, a name node, and a secondary node running. So HDFS is up. They recommend you go check that out with your browser. I'm going to let you do that. Use Firefox, cut and paste that localhost :50,070. We're going to move on, and well, I'm going to ask you to follow these instructions to create your user and the username. Basically, we're doing the same exercise. I want you to do this on your own. I demonstrated in class, and it should work. So you will copy the Hadoop configuration files over to the input, an input directory. Once you, using an HDFS put command, we're going to run Hadoop as you did earlier. This time it will use HDFS because you've configured that, and then verify it. So follow these instructions. From here on out, there really isn't any trick. You need to go through the yarn setup instructions as well. And then after you do that, you can start yarn. The only thing I'll point out is up here, if you follow this and stop your DFS, you'll have to start it again in order to perform the next step. Well, it's not going to ask you to do that, but the homework will ask you to go a little further. All right, so that completes our initial setup of Hadoop, and there'll be future videos as we do some tuning on it.